안녕하세요. Welcome to the class. Until last week, we talked about the daily lives of traditional Korean people. We talked about 한옥, which is Korean housing, 한복, Korean clothing, and 한식, the Korean food. Remember, we talked about the kimchi. I'm sure now you're familiar with the taste of kimchi, not only that, but also the process of kimchi making. Such a variety of kimchi exists in Korean culture. So starting today, this week, we'll move on to next topic. I'll talk about Korean thoughts and religion. Especially I'd like to spend 2 weeks on the issue of shamanism, which is a very ancient belief system. That's the main topic for today. Okay. So as I just explained, Korean thought and religion, that's the topic of this subsession. And shamanism, number 1, the first part. So at the end of this session, we should be able to understand the origin and history of shamanism in Korea and understand what Korean shamanism is. So you might think about the unique features of Korean shamanism compared to the shamanism in Siberia or other cultures. Well, there's a lot of different names indicating shaman in Korea. Let me quote some of those here. People call it mudang. Sometimes they call them manshin or mu녀 or 단골 or 백수, goes on. So from one region to another, people have different terms to indicate a shaman, but they are all has to do with a shaman. An interesting fact here is about 70% of the practicing shamans are females. But not only that, equal proportion of their customers are also women. Well, why there are so many women shamans, and why so many women goes to see shamans. This has to do with very historical and cultural facts. Again, you will understand. Read about this in the lecture notes. So why shamanism? Again, scholars believe the shamanism, the very root of shamanism, goes back to ancient time. We live with surprises and problems, illness and sudden death or misfortunes. I guess this applies to everyone, even in ancient time, present day, perhaps in the future too. How you solve it, how you understand these things happen to you and your families. And the shamans, they are the ones who give you answers, give you solutions. So in terms of hard times for Koreans, one way to dealing with this such hardship is turn to shaman, provides you fortune telling and healing services. They tell you what to do, tell you what not to do. And also they perform specific rituals called 굿 in Korean. But again, we'll talk about the details of 굿 in the later part of this section. So we not only talk about shaman in studying shamanism, we also talk about the spirit itself. What are those spirits which enable the shaman to talk and deliver the message? And what about the followers? What do they expect? So those are the 3 main elements in studying shamanism. And basically, people believe shamans, they are the mediator. They are the middle person connecting heaven and earth, the spirit above and people in this mundane world. So they convey divine revelation to the devotee. They want to know why, let's say, a person died suddenly. What's the reason? What should we do to lead him to heaven? Or what should we do to prevent the further misfortunes happening in their certain families? So what's the message from the God? So that's the basic role that shaman does as a mediator in this practice. But interestingly, if you look at the very Chinese character indicating shaman, we read mu. And if I write in Korean, it looks like this. Let me use the board to write in a larger character. So if I write that, it looks like this. If I write in Korean, mu means shaman. But this very, the Chinese character shows actually the very point I addressed, shaman being mediator. So we have a line which signifies heaven. There's another line here, earth, and there is a vertical line connecting these two. So heaven and earth. And there are people, perhaps dancing around or gathering together to be part of this practice. So the very combination of this Chinese character indicate the very role the shaman perform. Oops. So this is basically what it shows. The four elements here, the heaven, spirit, earth, human, mediator, intervener, who is shaman. So they take the message and deliver to human. And there are dancing figures. It's an interesting combination you can see there. So these are basically what I just explained. So talked about the horizontal stroke, one in heaven, one in earth, and also there is a vertical stroke signifying the connection between these two worlds. And people dance and singing. So these are big part of shamanist ritual. And also there is the sense of ecstasy. So in this state, shaman deliver the divine words, call it gongsu in Korean. So that's basic features you can find in shamanic ritual. Good. So these are various pictures, images. This is the offerings to the spirits. It's not really clear because the picture of deities, and then there's piles of food. Again, there's a very interesting taboo and also prescriptions in that practice. You can see this group of shaman performing good together. Normally there's several group of shamans working together to perform good. And again, there's a large scale good and small scale, of course. The number of participating shamans varies from one to another. And you have also the musicians accompany these specific rituals. Again, another shot, dancing, performing of shamans, and there are a lot of people around this event. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, the history of shamanism, the very beginning, we believe it coincides with of Korean history itself. So we have ancient folk beliefs that goes with it. And also the state of ecstasy is the focal points of shamanism, both in Korean and Siberian. Again, you will find out more about this in the very contents of lecture, and also we'll continue to address this in a second part of shamanism. Thank you.